Well, I'm here right now with Sneaky after Cloud9 has qualified in the last spot for Worlds from North America, head off to Korea in just a couple hours, in fact. Sneaky, how confident were you guys that you were going to win today?
We actually weren't that confident. I mean, we were confident in our own play because we had been playing scrims for 3 weeks after we lost to Dig, and we had realized a lot of our problems, and we were able to fix a lot of them. So, I mean, we were confident in our own play, but we weren't like, we're going to Worlds or anything. And I think that's pretty important because, I mean, throughout the season, we were beating CLG a lot in scrims. Yeah. And, I mean, we were beating a lot of teams in scrims. I felt like we had a high win rate. So it was weird to see us not be able to translate that on stage. But this time around, it felt a whole lot better.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think it was? Because you guys lost to Dig, and then CLG beat Dig so handedly, and then you guys beat CLG, I think, pretty handily. I mean, it's definitely some sloppy games. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, what was the turnaround? It was just literally these 3 weeks of scrims allowed you guys to figure stuff out?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like a build-up over the season because a very similar thing happened before the split even started, where we thought we were doing really well, and then we just go in and like lose some games. And we're like, I don't really know what happened there. Yeah. So it's kind of been like figuring out what's been going wrong and just working on it. So I don't think there was anything specific that we did that I can really talk about. But yeah, I mean, I think the Dig thing was also probably a bit of tilt from their end because, they won versus us and then they lost to TSM. So then I think they may have like tilted off that. Okay. And then, like instantly lost to CLG and then next week instantly lost to FlyQuest. Yeah. Like didn't really put up fights in either of them.
That whole TSM thing just shattered their mindset. Now, this year is unusual because instead of going to Korea boot camping and then showing up for the group stage, you have to go to Korea boot camp and then show up much earlier for the play-in stage, like a week or so in advance. Is that weird to you at all? Are you looking forward to it? I mean, how does that change your situation for Worlds?
It's not that bad because, China's pretty close to Korea, so we wouldn't get that jet lagged if we go decently early. But yeah, I mean, it's really weird because we have been third seed the last 2 years, and there hasn't been anything like this before. Right. So I'm not even sure how it plays out. Like, I'm assuming we play one best of 5 against someone, and then if we win that, we're in, and then if we lose, even a chance, because that's what MSI was. But it might be different, and it might be like we have to play through basically a whole nother tournament. Right. So I'm hoping for the first one. Yeah, and I mean it's definitely weird. I don't know if NA deserves to go through this, but yeah. I guess we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Well, we lost our bye this year, our first seed for the group stage drawing because of TSM. So it does feel like we deserve some sort of punishment, right?
I mean, TSM got punished for that. Yeah. But why do I get punished?
Because they represent our region. Because you lost to TSM and did not make it to MSI. And because TSM made it, then they should have been even better than you. That's why. You got punished because you lost to TSM and didn't make it to MSI, where you could have placed better and secured our position.
Well, that's a fair point.
Yeah. All right. But what it also means is you have far less time. This is kind of weird because not only, well, I guess you're leaving tonight, and my understanding is that the other teams are leaving tonight, but you have far less time to prepare for Worlds because you're going to be in Korea for only like a week or two. So is that weird? Is it kind of a bummer that you have less time in Korea to get ready?
It actually shouldn't hurt us that hard. It kind of depends where we are in China. I don't know exact like locations for group stage or anything, but like the ping shouldn't be that bad to Korea server. Yeah. So like we'll be able to scrim the same people, I think. So it shouldn't hit us that hard or anything. I mean, it'll be a little bit worse. I mean, technically we'll get more stage experience, but yeah, for total practicing and not like revealing our strats, it is worse for sure. Yeah.
Now, other than that, NA's chances at Worlds this year?
We've kind of been the shining hope, Cloud9 every year. I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen, but we also should hopefully do well. Yeah. But I'm hoping, it's not only us this time. Like TSM hopefully doesn't fail, missing out of groups again. Mortals, they're a new team. Yeah. So not too many expectations out of them, but I hope they do well. Yeah.
All right, final question. I just asked Sixay about this. Why is everybody spilling their cups so often now? It's getting really bad. Is it like, are the cups different now? Is there less space? Is everyone like just losing the dexterity to avoid knocking over the cup? How do you feel whenever you keep seeing this stuff happen?
there just needs to be a no water rule. Like, how can we pause for all these water spill breaks and have a good broadcast? Like, it's
would you actually not? I mean, I think you're just memeing right now, but some people do feel like there shouldn't be liquid allowed on stage because the players can't seem to keep it together. If that rule came into place, do you think that would be bad?
Yep, that'd be bad for sure. Because sometimes I'll have like Red Bull or coffee, chilling, drinking it. Actually, I had to have sugar delivered to me on stage today because there's no sugar backstage. And they gave me like a little cup and I poured it in. It was okay.
Okay. But why is everybody knocking the stuff over? Is there enough space? Is it silly that people are knocking it over, in your opinion?
I mean, it's probably just a bit of like nerves. They just trying to drink real quick. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. All over themselves, all over the keyboard.
Okay. I'm glad that we had that dramatic representation of what happens. Is there anything you want to say to any of the Cloud9 fans?
Thanks for believing in us. Yeah. Smoothie said we could do it, but I wasn't entirely sure, but I'm glad we could.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks so much for the interview, Sneaky. Looking forward to interviewing you again in China, assuming you make it out of plans, because I'm not going to that, so you'll have to do that for me. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage going all the way up to Worlds here on my YouTube channel. Hey everyone, I'm very excited about playoffs and Worlds coming up, but guess what? Travel is very expensive. So if you enjoy my interviews and you feel like it, you can go help me out over at travisgafford.com/support.